When you go to a jungle, you find certain noise all around, mostly made by certain insects and other creatures. But what makes Silent Valley silent? Why this unique name was given to it? In this video, we will discuss on this topic. So, Namaste, Jai Hind. My name is Dr. Ashutosh Kumar Pandey, and I am going to tell you that why Silent Valley is silent. So, let us get started. मा वनं छिन्धि सव्याघ्रं मा व्याघ्राः नीनशन्वनात् वनं हि रक्षते व्याघ्रो व्याघ्रान् रक्षति काननम्. That means, don't destroy the forest where tigers are living. Tigers should not get extinguished from the forest. Forest is protected by tiger, and by providing the place to hide, forest too protect the tiger. So there is a mutualistic relationship between them. The shloka was taken from Mahabharata, and this story has certain link with Mahabharata. We will see it later. So this is a photograph of Silent Valley National Park, and here it is written that you are entering the core area of the national park. So what is core area? In any national park and biosphere reserve, the centralmost part is core, as the name suggests, and it is surrounded by buffer zone, and the outermost periphery is called transition zone. It marks transition between outer world and the biosphere reserve. So also in national parks, most of the time in biosphere reserves, the national parks are situated in core areas, and in national parks also we actually define it by core area and buffer zone. So we will discuss these things later in some other video. So let us have a brief overview of this area. Silent Valley National Park is a national park in Kerala, India. It is located in Nilgiri Hills and has a core area of around 89.5 square kilometers. It is surrounded by a buffer zone of around 148 square kilometers. This national park has some rare species of flora and fauna, and this area was explored in 1847 by the Scottish botanist Robert Wright. It is located in the border of Manarkad Taluk of Palakkad district and Nilambar Taluk of Mallapuram district of Kerala and Nilgiri district of Tamil Nadu. So what is the connection of cicadas with this name? Let us find out. So what are cicadas? They are insects that spend most of their lives underground and emerge from the soil mainly to mate. Once out of the ground, their lifespan is fairly short, somewhere between 2 to 4 weeks. As nymph underground, they remain like that for 17 years, or rather 13 to 17 years as the range suggests. And they reach adulthood and they come outside of the ground as adults. Then their lifespan is fairly short, somewhere between 2 to 4 weeks. So adult cicadas above ground just survive for a few weeks. So let us talk about the story of this particular name. As I have already told you, Robert Wright found this place for the Western world for the first time in 1847, and then British named this area as Silent Valley because of a perceived absence of noisy cicadas. One more story attributes to the name to the anglicization of Sairandhri. Sairandhri Vanam was the original name of this place before this name was given. So what is the meaning of Sairandhri Vanam? We will talk about it later because it is related to Mahabharata. One more story, the third story, refers to the presence of many lion-tailed macaque, this one, in this area. The legend Mahabharata tells the story of Pandava losing a game of dice and being sent to exile for 13 years. Legend has that the Pandava had spent a better part of these years in this silent valley. Sairandhri is the name of Draupadi, the wife of Pandavas in the epic Mahabharata, who disguised herself as Sairandhri, the maid of queen named Sudeshana, while her family was in exile. So locally the area is known as Sairandhri vanam, which when translated means Sairandhri forest. Sairandhri is the name of Draupadi, as I have already told you. Silent Valley is rich in biodiversity. It has evergreen forest and some stunted forest along with open grassland. The stunted forest is called sholas, and that is why this area is important to naturalists, biologists and researchers, because rich biodiversity is here and it has never been disturbed by human settlement. Several threatened species are endemic here. Threatened species means species those are under the threat of being endangered or extinct in near future. And endemic species means any species which is found only at a particular geographical location and nowhere else. New plant and animal species are often discovered here. So there is some controversy, or there was some controversy in this area. In 1914, the forest of the Silent Valley area was declared as reserve forest. Between 1927, when the first forest policy was into place by British government, and in 1976, portion of this Silent Valley forest area were subjected to forestry operations. In 1928, the locations of the Kunthipuzha river at Sairandhri was identified as the ideal site for electricity generation. And in 1958, the study and survey of the area was conducted, and hydroelectric power project of 120 MV costing around 17 crore was proposed by the Kerala State Electricity Board. Now, what happened to this? What is Silent Valley movement and what is the present scenario over there? Please comment about these things. We will see this thing in upcoming videos. Till then, Jai Hind. So thank you very much for watching this video. If you have liked this video, please press the like button. If you have anything to say or suggest, please do comment in the comment section so that I can know your views. If you have not subscribed to this channel, please consider subscribing it now so that you can get my upcoming videos on several topics related to environment. So thank you very much for watching. Jai Hind, Vande Mataram.